bensound.com. 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 Bensound.com.
kind of keep an eye on What's up, people? How are you doing today? We got a special guest with us. I got to get stuff set up here, and I'll introduce my guest. This morning we have Miss Viktoriya Croft. Who are you, and what do you do?
I am Viktoriya.
Speak up. We can't hear you.
I am Viktoriya, and I do cool stuff because I'm cool.
Viktoriya is my 12-year-old daughter. And I figured this would be a great way to kind of tie a show into what a lot of people experience in the terms of family versus work. Okay, so we're going to have some real unrehearsed topics of discussion here today. We got an action-packed filled show for you. We're going to be talking about relay modules. Let's see here. Relay modules. You want to hold that and showcase that? We're also going to be talking about, let's see, what it's like running a business with a family, video games, Christmas, and food for the holidays. And then on top of it, we're going to do some tutorials where I'm actually going to design some products for plasma cutting that I took at my show this weekend. Some orders I took. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, what do we want to get into first? We got you and talking about you and stuff. We've got video games and Christmas food, or the relay module.
Let's start with that.
Start with that. What's that?
The relay module.
Right on. So Miss Viktoriya picked out my coffee mug this morning. You are not seeing things. This is like a quart of coffee. So
It shows a ruler the whole way around.
So this morning I think we just have some Folgers Nior red or gold coffee. Nothing spectacular. And that's it. So
that's not it. I have hot chocolate.
Show them what you got.
I got the hot chocolate.
My Black Rifle coffee mug.
Yes.
We love those. All right.
It's my favorite.
Oh, Neil's on. Neil, where's mine? You are more than welcome to come over anytime and share a cup of coffee with us, my friend. So Viktoriya wants to start off with
Good morning.
You know who that is. You spelled your name wrong.
Yeah.
Tell him about it.
It's spelled Viktoriya. No C's, and you got to add the Y.
I before Y.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I got some questions on how I control a lot of my robotic stuff. And the way that I control a lot of it are these modules. These are available on what we got. What's up, Little Croft? That's Jerome.
Hi.
Autocorrect is kicking my booty. Okay. So we've got these little relay modules, and basically, these are individual solid state relays on a computer board that have an opto isolator on them. You can also choose to have direct voltage or have the voltage supplied by the 5-volt supplied on the pins here. You have pins, you have a 5-volt pin on this side, and you have a ground on this side, and then you have a bunch of trigger pins. Okay, those trigger pins trigger low. So all you have to do if you want to add a switch is wire that into the ground of the power supply. So I use a 5-volt 1 amp wall wart power supply, the same thing you plug into the wall to charge your cell phones. I use those. Pretty simple, right? We keep all of them around the house for that reason.
Yeah, they are scattered around the house.
But we utilize these a lot for pass-through switches or photosensitive switches, for assembly line stuff. I use these for our robotic arms. They're pretty cool, huh?
Oh yeah.
So we have a couple robotic arms here that we play around with. Loads and unloads the machines and stuff like that. But basically, I can run these into a switch and run the ground into the switch and then run the other side of the switch into the input pin. And whenever that switch is hit, like I can hook it up like a limit switch on a router, it will trigger these relays. So I can basically just take a bunch of relay switches, put them on different parts of fixtures and machines and travel points, and these will all be triggered. So I may have a stack of these labeled input 1, input 2, all the way into input 256.
Yeah.
And all of them have switches that do different things. So maybe input switch number 1 hits a photo switch. So when the router passes by, it hits the switch, and then that triggers the robot arm to start its program. As the robot arm moves through its program, it can hit different switches, and that will trigger the fixture to release. We usually use pneumatic fixtures on the mills and lathes, our mills and routers, to hold the material. Okay, so typically it's going to be like a Mighty Bite downforce clamp, but it's going to have an air actuator pushing it. Okay, and we can trigger to release that and let the robotic arm pick the part up, move, and whenever it moves, it hits another trigger that maybe brings a new piece of wood up, and then the robotic arm can go and grab that. Whenever it grabs that, it goes back over, puts the wood down on the fixture, and pushes it against another switch. When it pushes against that switch, it actually operates the fixture to clamp back down and hold it. So, and then after that, we can have another relay. So when the robotic arm is done and it moves away, it hits the last switch, and that's actually the go switch for the G code. Yeah, so there's a lot of really cool stuff you can do with these things. I can't wear this. I'm hot. I'm hot up in here. It's hot today.
It is.
So there's a lot of really cool things you can do with these little boards. And you kind of have to play around with them and find your way through everything to actually get a feel for how they operate. So for you, you've got a really cool situation where you can learn some stuff. Tell us a little bit about that.
All right. So at school we have a class.
You guys speak up and talk into the mic.
Okay. So at school we have a class for 7th grade and 8th grade, and it's about doing robotics. And right now we're building robots pretty much like what he has, except that can move on a car type of thing. So it's like it travels with a little hand and it's able to pick things up. And since we're going to be going online for a couple of days, we're going to learn how to code for that.
I'm excited about that part.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that part because I want to do her work with her, because that's one of my favorite things is coding.
And I want him to do my work for me.
And that's not happening. I'll work with you. I'm not working for you. No, I'm very excited to be involved in that part of your education, and this is your first year doing robotics at school, right?
Yes.
What did you do before robotics in this semester?
Before robotics we did shop, but for like other things about robots and coding we did last year in STEM, and we also learned how to code then on another website, and it's actually not that hard. But this year whenever we get to code it, we actually are coding it to do an actual problem. So like it's a simulated ocean and you can pick up the garbage for it, but you have to code it so that it picks up the garbage.
Very nice. So you talked about shop class.
Yes.
You had shop class.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think of it?
That was one of my favorite classes because we got to build a whole bunch of wood things, and we got to make plaques, and we got to use metal, and it just reminded me a lot of my dad.
And you actually got to teach the teacher something, right?
Oh yeah, he doesn't have one of the saws, and he didn't even know that it was a thing. He did not have that at the school, and I actually got to use it a couple days before, so that was a lot of fun.
It was a track saw.
Yeah. He didn't even know what it was.
So,
Yeah.
Yes, we have tried to teach her early. We've tried to involve her with everything, with the business. So, that's one of the things for me. What's it like having me for your dad and us running a business as a family?
It's really cool because I can always have something to do. Like I can help him out in the shop if he's designing something. I can help him in here if he's designing something.
You got to talk into the mic, baby.
And if I'm able to help him, then I also can go to shows to help him. And that's a lot of fun because I get to go there, I get to help out, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, for me, you've already explained that this is not what you want to do. You don't want to take over the family business.
No, I want to be a pediatric special needs neurosurgeon.
Okay. So for me, this is more about building up the business. We're probably going to end up selling it and selling off its inventory and product line and machines after we build it.
Yeah.
But for right now, my goal is to actually teach you how to utilize the machines and how to make different things, right?
Yeah, I actually was able to make my own part before because he showed me how to design the part, and then I also got to help him design it and powder coat it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to design my own part, He had to cut it because I wasn't old enough. And
You got to speak up.
then I got to powder coat it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so much fun, and I hope I can do it again.
So you also, during the summers, you helped me out at the shop, and you know how to run a lot of the machines. Like you've actually ran the laser and the router. You've ran the plasma machine. You've ran the vinyl cutter.
Yes, definitely.
And I think that's about it for what you've ran. And then you've ran my hand saws and drills and stuff like that. But you haven't ran like my milling machines or my lathes or anything.
No.
That's a little bit on the more advanced side. But what's it like knowing that you can make that stuff? Oh, you've ran the 3D printer?
Oh yeah, I did.
What's it like knowing you can run that stuff?
It's cool because I know that I can always just ask if I can make something, as long as my dad isn't running anything on it, and most of the time he will say yes, just because it's always a learning opportunity.
Absolutely. And in this house, we're all about learning opportunities, correct?
Yeah.
We give you the opportunity. It's your objective to take it.
Yep.
Okay. How do you feel with Daddy having to do shows and stuff like that? Do you ever get upset when like having the business here at the house or anything?
I do sometimes get upset that it's here because it's just a lot going on, and there's always something like a part somewhere in our house. But I also like him having it here so that he doesn't have to get up in the morning and he has to leave before I go to school, and I get to see him once I go to school and once I come back.
Right. Yeah, it's actually very nice having the shop here at the house, because in the mornings I get up, I get her up, and then from there we usually start the vehicle and run out to the bus stop in the warm vehicle, so she doesn't have to sit there. We can talk before she goes to school. I can make sure that I let her know to have a good day. We have kind of a morning motto between the two of us. What is it? How's it go?
Do awesome, be amazing, and be a leader.
You got it. Those are some things that I really want her to take to heart and understand. Is I don't want her to follow everybody else. I want her to be a leader and think about how she does things and how it affects people. I want her to lead her friends into whatever they're doing, hopefully for the better. I don't want her to be a follower. She's not there to follow everybody else. She's there to blaze a path. And I think you're going to do some pretty great things in life.
I hope so.
Don't get a big head. All in all, you like it. Do you like the shop being at the house, or do you wish it was somewhere else?
I think I'd like it somewhere else because most of the time he has more room for the stuff he has, and he can get around a lot easier because there's more places to put things. But here, it's also nice just because he is always here. I can always ask him for stuff.
Right. You got to talk towards the mic and you got to speak up. I know you can do it. You yell all the time. Daddy. Let's see here. We got comments coming in. I'm liking this. Copperhead Mike is on. John Galan is on. Carlos is on. Jerome is on. Neil is on. We got quite a few viewers. I like that. We got one angry face out there. Not sure why. I hope we didn't say anything off the wall. I'm not quite sure why we got an angry face, but we got one, so we'll try and get that fixed. You got to speak up a little bit because I can't hear you. So, all right. With that being said, you got on here. We talked about a lot of stuff. I got to tell you, I like the shop being here because I'm able to work out there, go cut apart if I need to, and then come right back in and have dinner with you, tuck you in at night or anything like that.
That's another reason why I like it
Speak
being
up.
here is because he's always able to be there instead of having to come home. So he's not late for dinner, and he is able to watch a movie with me instead of me having to wait for him to come home.
Or not coming home.
Or not coming home, because there was a couple nights that he had to stay over at the shop because he had a lot to do, and I understand that.
Yeah. But it's nice having the shop here at the house for me because I don't miss out on as much. Like if you have a school play or something and I have a lot of work to do, if I left my shop, I was basically done for the night. So that meant I had double the work to do the next day. Now it's I can go to your school, then come home, have dinner with you, and go right back out to the shop.
And I can help him with stuff like designing and maybe even go outside to help him cut or get things organized. So That's very cool.
That's my team player right there. She's my girl. We do all kinds of stuff together, don't we?
Yes.
You know, we try to really make a cohesive family unit. You know, I know that sounds a little weird because she's my daughter. We should do that, but you'd be surprised. It doesn't happen a lot in this day and age with a lot of families. They lose touch. They don't talk. We don't interact and educate our children. We don't teach our children. Typically, like with you, if I have to yell at you for something, I usually sit down with you after everything calms down and explain to you why.
Yeah, and most of the time I understand because I did do that and I didn't mean to.
Right. You know, so that's some things for you guys to think about whenever you're thinking about opening a shop and doing some stuff. You know, you gotta think about the impact on the family. You know, do you think the business has been a plus or a minus for the family?
Probably a plus, just because I've gotten more opportunities and I've been able to experience and learn a lot more than what I would have if he would have just not have done this. And I'm glad he did, because we're here now.
It's kind of funny because like we have people that come up and talk to me whenever we go to Walmart and Wise, whenever we're grocery shopping. People recognize who I am and they come up and talk to me. And you think that's kind of weird because I'm your dad. I'm just some guy, right? But they're talking about how they saw me on my Facebook or they saw my video that I did or something like that. What's that like for you?
It's very weird because some random person is able to just to walk up and know a lot about my dad because how he talks about himself on video, which is very cool and weird at the same time because, hey, that's very nice, but also it's very weird.
It's weird having somebody just like come up and wait to talk to me, and it's usually one of those, they see me and they talk to their friend or they point or something and then they just kind of hover around us. and they don't want to bother me, but then they come up and they talk to me and stuff. And I think that's kind of funny, that we have that impact, as small business owners, we can impact our community like that. And that's really awesome to me, and I look at Croft CNC as a family gathering, where the people that watch this are let into my life, let into my daily happenings and stuff like that. And you get to realize, like, the whole reason why I built this business and I've built this up was because of this young lady and the other young lady in there at her work computer. I do everything because of my two ladies. And you guys get to be a part of that. And whenever you're a part of that, it's kind of funny that, you might come up and say hi or something like that. And that makes our day. But to Viktoriya, it's kind of weird to have somebody look at her dad that way, because I'm just your dad, right?
Yeah.
Right on. Well, you've got a couple topics you want to cover.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
our first topic, let's go with video games.
Oh, I love video games.
What's up with video games? I don't play too many video games.
It's really fun to play with my friends and be able to destroy everybody else in the game so I can win.
Wow. She's like, destroy everything. No, it's one of those things though. You're not a constant video gamer.
No, I want to be, but I can't.
No, because we won't let you.
Exactly.
Did you see the bottom of that cup?
Yes. That's why I like it.
So we don't let you play video games all the time.
No.
But what's your go-to video game you like to play?
Fortnite.
Fortnite?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because it's a lot of fun to play with my best friend, and we can play duos, and we've gotten a lot of wins together.
Yeah.
And it's just a lot of fun to play it because we get to replay and replay and replay until either one of us has to go, but then we are always going to play again.
Right.
And it's a lot of fun.
Right. So with that, you got a present while Uncle Carlito was here.
Oh, yes.
Talk into the mic and speak up. Tell him what you got.
So I got a fighter board. It's Star Wars themed, and it has a whole bunch of buttons and some joysticks, and I'm able to plug it into my Xbox, and I can play games with that instead of my controller.
It's actually like the old arcade boards that we're used to. And what's cool is you can CNC cut those. We can make those and CNC cut those. And Carlos and Pied Piper do that. But the way that you're describing video games, that's kind of how I see machining. That's kind of how I feel about machining, because everything for your Xbox, I can make. I can make custom cases. I can make custom controllers. I can make vinyl stickers for your Xbox. We can custom paint your Xbox and all that kind of stuff. What's that like? Like, do you ever sit there and think about that, or not really?
I do think about how I can get stuff done a lot, and I've actually asked for a couple of things from him, like some stickers and maybe a couple metal pieces and some wood stuff, and it's a lot of fun knowing that I'm able to do that, but at the same time it's kind of weird because I'm used to having to see if we could go to the store, but it's really cool that I can just ask my dad and we can make it.
Yeah. And we like doing projects together. We're good. We work good together. You know, some people don't work well together.
We built a shelf together.
Yep.
Actually, that was one of them back there.
Yep. She got to use the pocket hole fixture. She got to use the drill. She got to use the impact driver, the circular saw, the track saw, the...
What's that red one that you have in the shop?
Oh, the chop saw.
Yep.
You got to use the T-square and the regular square. So you've got to do a lot.
Yes.
You've gotten to do a lot.
And that has definitely helped me at school because it was a lot easier to understand how to use things in shop. Because those are the kinds of things that we use.
Right on. And that's what this is all about, is finding out what we can do to make life, give her the opportunities in life to excel. You know, that's what I see. I don't see video games as being the way. But I do see them being the way if she learns how they're programmed and how the parts are made and how they go together. And stuff like that, because then you know what goes into it, and as you're playing it, you all...
Oh.
There we go.
Okay.
Had a blip there. I don't know if we cut out or not. Let's see here. I don't know if we froze or what.
Okay, let's see.
It's not letting me do anything. I think we might have froze. Let me pull up the feed here and see what we've got. We've got to find let's see. I think. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
It just took a minute.
Yep. Okay.
There we go. We're back, guys.
We should be, at least.
Yep. Okay, we're back. We're good. We have a little bit of weather coming through. There's a storm coming up the valley. So Copperhead Mike says, me and my youngest built a big deer head gun rack for his room. He has a place to store his Nerf guns, but we worked on that together. Was really cool. Right? Thought it was me. Video is still frozen. You're frozen, but the audio is coming in. We should be good now. We should be. So just putting the video game stuff together lets me know what's going on in your world, and when you know what's going on in your kid's life, you're a little more involved, and if you're more involved, there's less chance that they're going to turn out to be jackasses. Less chance. She's still probably going to be a jackass. Right? Yeah. So we got video games out of the way. That's another thing off. What else you want to talk about?
I want to talk about what I'm doing this Saturday with my uncle.
Okay.
I asked him if I could go hunting with him because I want to go out and hunt sometime because I've never done that and it seems like it'd be a lot of fun. And a lot of my friends do it. And I feel like it's going to be a lot of fun even if we don't get a deer or any animal just because you're able to see what it's like.
Right.
While you wait and wait and wait.
One of the guys on here is a big avid outdoorsman, Jerome DeFrank. He actually goes to different states and hunts. He hunts pigs, he hunts deer, he hunts turkeys. He just likes to hunt. I think we got some other hunters on here too. So, that's one of the things. It makes me happy to know that my brother Jeffrey is taking my daughter out and teaching her because hunting is not my skill. It's not my forte. I don't have the patience to sit there quietly still and just be in the moment. I don't have the time to sit there and relax and let the animals come to me because the whole time I'm out there, I'm thinking I should be in the shop making something.
Because like hunting is some people's thing that they love to do. Working in the shop is his.
Right. So my brother's going to take my daughter out and hopefully he gets something and shows you what it's all about. He's actually a really good hunter. So
I'm super excited.
Are you? What are you hoping for out of the day?
I'm hoping for like a doe.
Well, it's
no, I don't know.
It's deer season. You're hoping for a deer.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a deer
Of some sort.
Of some sort. We're gonna work. We'll get you all squared away.
Yes.
Okay.
Hopefully it's not too cold, so that it's going to be easy to sit there and not be like.
Oh, okay. That's how it goes. Okay. So you got hunting on Saturday. And you got to get up bright and early at the ass crack of dawn for that.
Yes, because that's when the deer like to be outside.
Let's go ahead and change gears. What else you got?
Christmas foods. I love Christmas foods.
What's your favorite Christmas food?
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
Mommy's mashed potatoes.
Yes, no instant ones.
No instant ones.
No.
Nobody else's mashed potatoes. No. You love your mommy's mashed potatoes. Yes. Okay. What else?
I really, really like ham.
Ham. Your favorite dinner throughout the year is baked ham, mashed potatoes, and green beans.
Yes.
She's a meat and potatoes girl. Right?
It's good.
Yep. That's kind of par for the course in Pennsylvania is a hearty portion of meat, some type of starch, typically like a mashed potato, a baked potato, au gratin potatoes, scalloped potatoes, stuff like that. And then some type of vegetable, carrots, corn, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, stuff like that. So that's what you're excited for is the ham and the mashed potatoes? Yes,
and I'm excited to know what some of my presents are because they are very weird shapes.
Tell the people what game we play.
We always play the guessing game. I love that game because I can try and figure out what it is before I get to open it, and if I get it right, I'm super excited because I got to know what it was. But I have a couple of guesses, and my parents say they are all wrong, which is very upsetting. But whenever you play the guessing game, you always have to say that it's wrong.
Neil says pickled deviled eggs.
My dad loves pickled eggs.
No, I don't. I like hard-boiled eggs pickled in Miller's hot bologna juice. The pickle brine that they use for that hot bologna. I like those. I do not like beet pickled eggs. The purple eggs. There's something about them. I don't care for them. I don't like the look of them. I don't like the smell of them. Just thinking about my daughter and wife eating them makes me want to gag. Like, it makes me want to throw up just thinking about it.
Because they are good.
They're good to you guys.
They're good.
Yeah, well, so are Brussels sprouts. I didn't see you eating any last night.
No, because those are gross. And that's...
With relish. Nope, not me. I can't do the beet pickled eggs. Can't do them. I've had one in my lifetime, and my wife said that I messed up because we were at a picnic, and they ate them, or I ate one, and they said that the pickles themselves were no good, or the eggs themselves were no good. So that kind of turned me off right there. That was the one and only time I ate one, and it was a bad one. So it wasn't good.
No, it was not.
What's your most undesirable food?
That means like the one that I hate the most?
Yep.
What won't I eat, like, at all? I don't like my mom's white enchiladas. That's my dad's favorite meal, but I don't like it.
Yeah, you're very weird about cheese.
Yes, there's some cheeses I like, some cheeses I don't. And my dad says that I eat it all the time and I don't even notice. But I'm able to know. I know.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
She has this phobia of cheese.
Well, it tastes so weird. But the other day, I did try a couple of cheeses, and I did like them.
Yeah, the smoked cheeses from Dunkled Acres Winter in the Woods. Me and Carlos were eating them, and she decided she wanted to try one whenever I got it out. Let's see. Favorite machine. John, I think he's directing that at you.
Oh,
because
me?
We've already talked about that on the show. What's your favorite machine?
The 3D printer or the screen printer?
The 3D printer or the screen printer?
Yes.
Okay. Why?
I like 3D printing because I'm able to make a lot of things with it, and I've made a couple of things, and it's all so much fun, and it's very cool to be able to design it and watch it burn plastic to make things. And the screen printer, I just love it because it's so much fun because you get to use the squeegee and the ink, and it's just so much fun.
It's so much fun. Yeah, for me, teaching you how to screen print was really cool. We actually did a live on that. We did water-based colors, and we made the screens. And what did you screen print?
I screen printed our bags that we put our parts in at shows.
Yep. And you did 400 bags in one day.
And it was so much fun.
It was great because I was able to put you on that and go do something else. And you just sat there the whole day screen printing for me. And we put the bags out to dry, and you had a blast doing it, and you learned a skill. And that was on one of our old screen printing machines. Remember? It was the one. It was the
4.
No, it was the 4-color one station, the black one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't even the Riley Hopkins. It was the old, like, Amazon crappy screen printer.
Yeah, it wasn't like the ones that we have now, and it's so much fun to be able to like do a shirt, spin it, do another shirt, spin it, and it's just we're able to do a whole bunch of things with it, and I hope I can actually use it soon because we got a new one.
We've got a couple new ones.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking about getting out of the screen printing business. Yeah. You want to buy it?
No,
I'll sell it to you. $500. You can have it.
I don't have that much.
Oh, bullshit. What else? What are some other things you want to talk about? The floor is yours, honey.
Floor is mine?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't buy it.
The microphone is open to you.
Okay, microphone is open to me. I like hot chocolate. It's very good.
Okay, guys. Post up in the comments. Hot chocolate or coffee? Let's take a poll of who likes what.
Well, you know that coffee's obviously going to win because it's like all adults.
Not
Adults
true.
like coffee.
Not true. I didn't like coffee for many years.
Well, you drank it anyways.
Sometimes, but not typically. My favorite is I like the different kinds of candy coffees, like the lattes and the cappuccinos and stuff like that.
I like frappuccinos. I do.
Yeah, the frozen cappuccinos.
Yes.
What's your favorite coffee drink?
From Starbucks, it's a double chocolatey chip.
Ooh, mix both together. Coffee, hot chocolate?
Or like hot chocolate flavored coffee.
Ah.
Or coffee flavored hot chocolate.
Boom.
That would be cool.
Look, a lot of them are saying both. Look at that.
Look at that.
Yeah. Here's something I want to talk about. So I have a whiteboard in my office, as you guys know, and there is a section. It's actually right there.
Yeah, it's over here.
But there's a section on there. It's called Rosa's section. What is that?
That's where I write inspirational notes and cool sayings that we have.
Okay. And like what's on there right now and why'd you write it?
I wrote, I love you because I love you. I wrote, you'll shine bright like a diamond, just wait, because he wanted to quit the business and just go back to his old job. And I said, don't do that. It's not worth it. You're making a lot more money. You can do this.
Okay.
Then there is, love you, Daddy, believe in yourself and you will succeed because you just have to believe. You got to believe. It's like Santa. You have to believe. Then we have buttery biscuits, which is an inside joke that like even we don't understand. But now I have to hide my knees because those are the buttery biscuits.
So what we do here, let's show them. Buttery biscuits. It's one of those things we just grab the knee right there, and she's ticklish at her knee. So I just tell her, I'm like, give me the buttery biscuits. And I chase her around the house trying to grab her knees and tickle her. And then it's buttery biscuits.
And pickled pig's feet.
Oh, we have fun together.
Yes, it's a lot of fun and a lot of cool stuff that we do. Like he will chase me around the house and I can practice my jiu-jitsu.
That's something. So we work hard at the shop so that we can afford to give our daughter the opportunity to do other things. What are some of your extracurricular activities?
So I do Muay Thai kickboxing and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I do figure skating. Out of the three
Band.
Yes, I do band. Love band. I play the flute. It's really cool.
And
really cool.
Didn't they give you a piccolo or something?
Yes, I know how to play the piccolo, but I can't like play it as my normal song playing thing because we don't have enough flutes for me to play the piccolo.
In the school band?
Yes, we have a very small school.
But what's our rule in the house?
I have to do one instrument and one sport so that I'm always brain exercising.
You're always brain exercising.
Yes.
I like that. No, the rule in the house is you have to keep your grades up.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do at least one sport, and you have to do at least one instrument. And that comes from me and my wife talking about it. I was always a sports guy. I played a bunch of sports. I was good at sports, and it gave me an outlet for dealing with daily life. That was kind of my outlet. And then Kimberly was always very musically inclined. Typically people that are playing an instrument have very good hand-eye coordination and very good intelligence,
because we're cool and we have brain exercise.
Well, I don't know about all that.
Oh.
But in any event, as we were talking about having children, we're kind of unique in the fact that you weren't an accident.
I kind of was on the timing, but
yeah, we didn't expect it to happen so fast, but you weren't an accident. We actually were trying to have a child. It wasn't like we were just like, oh, hey, we're pregnant, stuff like that. We actually planned it and everything. And we had a set schedule of goals we had to meet before we had a child to make sure that you got a better life than what we had. Right.
Yeah.
So in that, we actually talked about that. We actually talked about that aspect of what do we expect from our child? And I wanted them to play a sport. She wanted them to play an instrument. And we decided, like, as long as you meet those criteria, we'll take care of all the other stuff. Right. So when you get older and you decide, oh, I don't want to play an instrument anymore, or I don't want to do a sport. Okay, then you go get a job. You go get a summer job and you could start paying for your own gas to go places, and you could pay for your own meals whenever you go out and with your friends and stuff. That's kind of the way that we worked it. Is we look at that as a job, and you don't just get to take off from your job and neglect your responsibilities, right?
Yeah. And I'm glad that I have to play one instrument and one sport, because if I didn't, then I probably wouldn't have done kickboxing or jiu-jitsu, and I probably wouldn't be playing the flute.
You've done a lot in your lifetime.
Yeah, I've played piano, I've played guitar, I've played flute, I've played the piccolo, I've done cheerleading, ballet / dance. I've done, what else is there? Kickboxing, adult jiu-jitsu, and then also a kids class for it because I was too young to be in the adults class. And I did some form of karate.
Yep, you did Goshin karate for quite a few years. You did gymnastics.
Oh yes, I did gymnastics for a year.
Yep. So that was one of the things we kind of gave her the opportunity to grow, but we had stipulations on, look, you have to do something with your life. And because of that, you've gotten to have a lot of life experience. you've already traveled all over the United States for competitions and stuff.
Yeah, for cheer, I used to do a whole bunch of competitions, and it was a lot of fun to go around, but I would always get sick. Always.
She gets motion sick, car sick, stuff like that. That's something else. You really like traveling.
Yes.
Tell us.
Whenever I grow up, I don't want to live in the United States. I want to travel to Greece, and that's where I want to live. Because
Well, you want your home base to be the United States, but you want to venture out and see the world and see how other cultures work.
Yeah, I want to live in Greece to be a neurosurgeon because I want to be able to speak Greek, and I want to learn the cultures and everything that goes along with that.
You got 2 other places that you really want to travel to.
India. And what was the other one?
The pyramids.
Oh, yes. I was obsessed with the pyramids for the longest time. And that's all I wanted to do. I would always dress up as one of those Egyptian queens that I saw on TV because I used to watch a whole bunch of documentaries about that. And after that, I want to go to Iceland.
Yeah. Okay.
It's so...
That's one of the things that I hope that I can get the business to a point. Like this year was supposed to be our breakout year. We were supposed to make some money this year. We had everything paid off and everything like that. But now, not so much. So let's look forward to this year, right?
This coming year.
But that's some things I wanted to actually travel with you and mommy and just do some really cool stuff together, make memories in that.
And my backup plan for if I can't get into med school and stuff, I'm going to be a flight attendant because I really want to travel. Definitely different, but I still want to do it.
Okay. Fair enough.
They're so different.
Fair enough. Well, what do you think? You want to keep talking about stuff or you want to get into doing some tutorials?
Let's do some of that stuff.
Okay. All right. Let's we got a Infinity and the bow and rifle deer hunter. Which one do you want to do?
The deer one.
Okay. Let's see here. We got to go in here. CNC softwares. We've got to open up Design Edge.
You gonna share your screen now?
Yep, I'm going to. I gotta get it all up first. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Okay. Let's share screen. Okay. And we're going to take that like that. Okay, guys. So I already have one of these. We're going to view by icon. We don't need that. We need Easy Store, CNC files, and I think I have that in Hunt.
I'd guess.
Hunting. Okay. All right.
Ah.
We don't need that one. There. That's the one we need.
Yes.
So we're going to check for intersections. There's no intersections. Now, we've got a 15 by 15 square. So now I might actually already have this. Let's check something quick. I have I did this for a company, or not a company, a woman before. Berrier. Nope. Okay. I guess we're going to have to make it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to Hunt. No holes. We're going to hit W, 0, 0, enter, 15, 15, enter. We're going to take this, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it.
I like to move it.
Okay, we're going to then hit W and N for node point. We're going to do 15 wide, comma, 3 inches tall. And now we're going to scale this. We're going to hit S, N for node point, select that corner. We're going to drag it out till it touches there. We're going to hit scale, node point, and we're going to drag it out till it touches
The gums out a little bit.
there. And I'm going to rotate it just like that.
Look at that.
Okay. And we're going to move down like that. Let's move that down a little bit more. Okay. Now we need to offset this by 1/4 inch. So I hit O, 0.25, enter. I hit control. That copies it, but saves the old one. Now I can hit X and join that. Okay. Now we have a 15-inch sign. B for brush, 0.15. Make sure that that's opened up enough. Okay. That's not bad. That looks pretty good, don't you think?
I think.
I might actually rebend that. Z, N, N. Just to open that up some like that. Yeah? You like?
Yes.
Okay.
Looks good.
Okay. There's that. No intersections. We're good there. Now we need to select that, copy it, and we're going to move it over there. We're then going to go to draw, and we're going to go to text.
And we're going to write something.
We're going to write Dakota. Dakota. And I like Bell MT. That's the one that I like to use. So click OK. Bring that up. Let's take a look. Okay. Control V. Select the box for fit the path. Uniformed. Okay. I made a mistake.
What did you do?
I forgot I just copied that. I got to offset it.
Yes.
Offset by 0.125. There, like that.
Yes.
Now Control V. Select that. Move that into here. Like so.
And it's too big.
That's what we want.
Oh.
We need it to be that way. Because now, whenever I select that and I merge them together, it's going to create the holes so that the name stands out. We can shrink it down some if we want. It doesn't have to be that big. Hit S, N. We can shrink that down to there. S, N. And we can shrink that down to there. How's that look? Better?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to move this up so that we have about the same top and bottom. Does that look good to you?
Yes.
Okay. Now we need to expand that out a little bit. X, we're going to trim. We'll use the trim function and trim this up. And what I'm looking for is I'm actually just looking to make sure that this merges the way that I want. So you can still see that there's a D and an A.
And a K and an O and a T.
Yep.
And an A.
It doesn't look out of place, right?
Yeah.
Okay, join. How's that look?
Looks good.
And it's 15 inches. No intersections. We're going to hit H.002 to smooth it out a little. We're good to go, kid.
Yeah.
We're going to check this. Brush 0.023. Okay. N. Okay. That's where we're at. That's what it's going to look like.
Nice. And there's no
Undo that.
intersections.
Nope. Brush 0.1.
Guess you're actually kind of good at this stuff.
I might be. I've done it once or twice.
Just a couple times.
Just a couple times. Okay, now we're going to go through. We're going to clean this up. Make sure we've got enough room around it so we don't burn out anything. Okay. Just clean that up a little bit. That needs cleaned up a lot. Okay. The eyes of the deer. Gun area. Okay. Good. Okay.
Wait, what around that bottom part?
Down here?
Yeah.
Oh, good pickup. These strings always burn out.
Ooh, don't do that.
Don't do that. Okay. Let's clip that. Let's offset that 0.04. There we go. A little bit more. Uh-oh.
Undo.
Let's clip that like that. And let's join it like that. Look good?
Yeah.
You happy with that?
Yeah. Maybe like just a bit more like actual like rounded.
Do a little bit more rounded.
Yeah.
All right. Like that.
Yeah.
Trim that up. Join that. Okay.
What about that other string?
The what?
That string.
Oh, we're going to get that here right now.
Ah.
We're going to get that one right now.
Right.
So now we need to come in and clean all this up. Like that. And like that. Now this one, that's good through there. There. Look at that.
Woohoo, woohoo, woohoo.
Yep. Okay. The A, we're good there. Okay,
Like just
everything looks good.
perfect.
Yep,
What about down here on the trigger of the gun?
we checked that.
We did?
Yep.
Okay. Just
See?
looks a little bit thin.
Nope, we checked it. So there you go. Look at that. And that's how we do it.
It's amazing.
So
What about
now
around the nose holes?
we already did those.
All right.
So now we're going to check for intersections. We're going to smooth. And that piece is ready to go out to the machine already. Yep.
All perfect, all good.
Save as. We're going to save that to the desktop. We're going to call that Dakota. Make sure that it's saved there. Yep, we're good. All right. Let's cross out of that one. What'd you think of that?
A lot of cool stuff.
A lot of cool stuff, huh?
Yes.
And we only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 5 more of those to do. And then we got to check our Etsy store and do those. And then we got to check the Facebook store and do those. So we got a lot of work to do.
Yes.
We've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes.
Wow. Wow.
What do you think of that?
That's a long time, but time well spent.
Time well spent.
Mhm.
I want to thank you for being on the show with me.
Yeah.
It's appreciated.
Yep.
I love getting to hear your input.
Yep.
What do you think of the show?
It's very cool, and I didn't even know about it till a couple of days ago, but I'm super glad that you do it, because then a whole bunch of people get to see the stuff you do, and yeah.
Right on. Well, we are going to go ahead and bid you guys adieu and get started on machine work. And I got to go to the bank, and I've got to go to the post office and do shipping and all kinds of BS, right?
Yes.
All right. Thanks for being on.
Yes.
Guys, take it easy. I'll catch you on the flip side.